Hi all, welcome to Acharya Coding School. In this class, we are discuss about the search files. So, searching is most important when there are like a large files or large directories. So, it contains like many files. So, for example, if you see in the file manager itself, so we have like a several lot of files. So, in this, you can search by in the search home, you can search your file. So same as like in Linux, we are using the some search tools to quickly find out files, and using the grep as well as you can find the content inside our files. So for example, if you want to search by word, so for example, if you want to search the error log, so if you type the error in the grep file, so then you able to find the error. So for example, if we take the error log, it contains like 100 lines. From those 100 lines, you are not able to search. You want to read everything and you want to find out the error. It's not an easy task, right? Then instead of all using this, we are using some search files. So we have like a different types of commands for searching the error logs. So we can search by the name. So we can search by the file name. For example, if you give the file name as Amazon.com, so you can search by the Amazon name. So for example, if you give the file type as, so for example, if we have like a different types of files. We take like a image file means .png. If it is a document means .doc. If it is a PDF file means then it is present in the .pdf. So same as like we are using the different types of files. So and we have like a directories. So directories are nothing but the folders. So we can search by the folder type as well as, and we can search by the size as well as. So if it is a less than 10 MB means, so we can search by the filter. So the search files are mainly using for the filtering purpose as well as. So for example, if with the 100 error log is 10,000 lines of code. From those, if you want to read 10,000 lines of code means it will take a literally lot of time. So instead of all these doing, we are searching in the files. So we have like a different types of search commands. So first we have like a find command. So it's mainly locates files by file name, type or size. So for example, if we create find, so you can create, if you want to create one file, so you can create the file by using the vim as well. So I will give you later about this. For inserting we are using, so it's a vim is a editor. I will explain in later classes in detail about this. So using the touch we can create only single file, but using the vim we can create not an empty file. So using the touch only we are able to create the empty file, but using the vim we can create context files as well as. Hi, this is Linux class. Hi, welcome all. Hi, welcome to Acharya Coding School. Today is day 4 of our Linux segment classes. We are saving our files. So if you give the cat file1, so you are able to see in this file there is some content. So if you want to locate files by file name, type or size. So for example, if we see find hyphen from the which directory you are using. So for example, present working directory, we can know. So present we are in the home, easy to user. So we can search by home hyphen easy to user hyphen name. So you can search by the file name type as well as. So you can search by, it is a text file, right? So you can search by .txt. So you can search by the find, means you can search find file1. So the file1 is represented. So you can search by the from which directory we are in. So you can search by the name as well as you can search by the type of the file. And if you want to create like multiple files you have created, touch file 1 to 100. You can create 10 files. So for example, if you take list ls, so you have created 10 number of files. So from these you can search by this type as well as. So from for example, if we find hyphen type of the file. So for example, if it is a directory means, so how many directories we have, like it's represented, and we can search by the size as well as. So for example, if we take care as 10, it is larger than the 10 MB. So if we give 10 MB, there is no file is larger than the 10 MB. So that's why we haven't got any. So for example, if we search by find size plus 2 MB, there is no. So we have created normal file only. So that's why I haven't represented it. So there is a, till now we have discussed about the find commands. And we can discuss about the search commands as well. So find is searching the files in our file system. So we have like a locate as well as. So for quick searching, for faster searching, we are using this locate command. So for example, if you want to locate your password, if you give like locate password, so you are able to see your where your password is represented. There you can locate. And we have like a which and which is commands as well as. So these are the executable commands. So the where is and which is. So like a which and where is, why we are using. So mainly are using for the searching. The where is command mainly we are using for the to locate binaries, source and manual pages. So of our command of our commands. So it doesn't mean like we are searching a whole file like find. So for example, what we have done in the find, so we have searched for the entire file name, but it's not like that. So if you want to search something beyond that, like within only some text in the file, so like using this we are able to search. So it's a faster command as well as. So you can represent like the commands. Where is ls? So the ls is located in the path. So the bin ls means it's a binary executable file for the list. Our ls, it's a list of files. So the bin ls is the binary executable file. And this user share man, this everything is the manual page for the ls. So it will represent the what the command will do. Like, so inside the, if you want to know about the inside the command, so if you want, if you can give the command name, so we are able to know manual pages as well as for the command. And we have like a which command. So it shows mainly the path of the executables. That will mainly helps us to run the type of our commands. So we can search as the directories in our path and as well as environment variables. So it's mainly useful for knowing which version of your program we are running. So if you give the which command, so for example, which command name we are using the structure it represents. So if for example, if you give the which Python, so for example, if Python is installed on mission, so it will show like the path. So the user bin. So there is no Python in our system. So that's why we are getting no error. So if we have installed something on our mission, so if you want to search, so which file one? So there is no file one is not the command name. So file one, which touch if you give, for example. So touch you have created the file. So you can give the touch. So it gives the path of the executables. So where we are running to type like where when you type for the command. So it will represent. So if the multiple versions are exits, so it also represents. Till now we have discussed about these commands and we have like a grep as well as. So grep we are using for the filtering purpose. So for example, if we have like a hundreds of lines, from those you want to search by only error. Then using this command, you can filter from your file. So if you give the error file one. So if the error file is exists in the file one, it gives the error file. So if the error file is not exist, it's not given. There is no showing that there is no error command found, or else like there is no such error. Like it will represent. So for example, we can do in the practical way as well. So for example, if you take grep, we have created the file one. So in the file one, what you have written some context like Linux classes. So for example, if you give the Linux and file one, if you give, so it will represent. This is Linux classes. So we have created Linux in 2 lines here. If you see inside the file one, what we have written, hi, this is Linux classes, welcome. Hi, welcome to Acharya. So today is our fourth day of our Linux classes. Like it will represent. So we can represent based upon the case as well as. So we can represent, show how many lines. So if you are here, when you are search, Linux is represented 2 times because we have in this file the Linux is written in 2 times. But if you want to only display only one Linux word, so then you can give like grep hyphen n. Hyphen n means we can represent, we can write the instead of place of hyphen n, you can represent hyphen 1 Linux file 1. Wait, it's not working sometimes. So we can search in this way as well as. So we can search grep. So for example, if you give the Linux, you have search file 1. So if you want to search a word for multiple times, so you can give the grep Linux file 1, file 2, file 3. So, but in the file 2 and file 3, we don't have about Linux. But in the file 1 itself, we have like a written the this is Linux class. So, used to search for the word of your file name. So, in means like which we are doing, it's mainly using for searching a word in a file. So with the line number as well as. So if you have written 100 number of lines. So from this, if you want to search the file, means if you want to search 1 to 100 numbers. So among those, there were it represented in the first line and fifth line and 100 line. So if you want to represent this grep file, so you can write this grep file as hyphen n Linux file 1. So if you see in the first line and fourth line, we have written the Linux. And we can search by the multiple patterns as well as. And we can search for your different types we can use. So we can search based upon the case sensitive as well as. So for example, if we see in the error log file, so if you want to grep hyphen it represents case insensitive and as well as case sensitive words as well as. So if you want to search by case sensitive, you can use the commands. If you want to search for the word without the case sensitive also, you can represent. We have like a command like grep hyphen I today file 1. So today is the 4th class. So same as like if you are written in capital letters or else small letters, also it represents. So the locate is mainly for the faster search and updates DB for quicker searches. So it's mainly faster than the find as well. Instead of find, we are using the locate, and grep is for searching the files. Search, we are searching inside the files. So, and we have like a global regular expressions, so which we are using in files and config maps. So there are like different types we have.